Hi. I've added some daisies to my head to spread some joy. um, yeah, I just thought I'd pop on. I don't normally pop on a Saturday, but hey, who cares that it's Saturday? It's just another day, hey? Say hi, let me know you're there. Just wanted to say hello, check in, show my face, and just generally see what's going on. I've done a couple of guest slots on a couple of podcasts this week. I've just done a session, a quick interview on Mind Radio for the mental health charity Mind. So when I get the links to say that they're all live, etc., I'll share them around with you. Talking about pretty much the same sort of thing every time. Similar questions keep popping up, as you can imagine. And I keep getting asked, what is the main thing that... Hi, I can see there's people coming on now. Say hello so I can see that you're there. And if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments. And as ever, I would absolutely love for you to also share the video so that we can reach more people. So, yeah, so the one of the... I suppose my word for the week, shall we say, that keeps cropping up is about acceptance. So people are more anxious, people have a lot more anxious thinking, people are more worried about stuff than they might be ordinarily because there's a whole load more things to consider and think about, and people are doing that. People are overthinking it. And so it's really, at the moment, people are trying to gain control of their lives. People feel that in order to be in control, what they need to do is consider every eventuality, predict what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, how this is going to affect the world in general, etc., etc. And although, that isn't going to impact on your safety, and what it's doing is creating a whole load of anxious thinking and then anxious feelings. So a lot of people are trying to maintain control through their thinking, and all that does actually is create suffering and anxiety if it gets too much. So the word that I've been spreading around is acceptance, because to me, acceptance is just acceptance of what is. And that doesn't mean you have to be ecstatic about the situation. Far from it. It's okay to have feelings. Of course it is. But we need to accept to a degree that we're not in control. We can't predict what's going to happen. Like, none of us, say 3 months ago, if someone had told us this was going to happen, we'd have thought, yeah, whatever, that's a conspiracy theory, or that's never going to happen. And here we are. So it just goes to show how out of control we actually are. And the more okay we become with that, and the more we accept that, the easier things become. Because to me, the opposite of acceptance, in my view, is resistance. And what resistance does is create suffering, because if we're resisting it, we're questioning it, we're querying it, we're figuring it out, we're problem solving, and all of that creates a whole load more anxious thinking. So acceptance, guys, that is the key. That is the key to you feeling more relaxed right now. So I've had a bad kidney infection and don't know what to do. Would I get sepsis? Well, I can't comment medically on anything. If you feel that you need to see a doctor, as far as I'm aware, we can still contact doctors. I would ring the NHS helpline. People have lots of infections, kidney infections, water infections, and don't have sepsis, but ultimately people can get sepsis from infection if it's left. If you feel that you have a bad infection, then I would assume it needs treating, and therefore I would get in touch with your GP, with your doctor, and hope you're feeling okay. I have weird anxiety feeling every night, headaches. Yeah, because once we start to overthink and we have loads of thoughts going on, then we have loads of feelings about that, and then the physical symptoms come. So the more you allow your thoughts to just settle and you accept what is right now without resisting, trying to figure everything out, then those headaches will start to settle. Martin, hello, Sari, hope you're all well in these strange times. We're all right, Martin. Up and down, as you can imagine. I have days where I'm like, shit, really don't want to be doing this, don't want to be stuck in. And then other days where I'm like, I quite like this, so I'm just going with the flow. My mental health is really bad. I'm very ill. All this is not helping. My panic attacks are bad. Yeah, and I know a lot of people, but got to remember, panic attacks is your body going into fight or flight. It's your body producing amounts of adrenaline and stress hormone, and it's doing that because you're telling your brain you are in danger. you're telling your brain that you're in danger, and that's because you are trying to predict everything. So actually, they will settle if you stop trying to get your crystal ball out, missus. You're amazing. My anxiety through the roof. Like, horrible. You helped me. Oh, that's nice to hear, Bernadette. I hope you're okay. Listen, you're all not alone at the moment. There's a reason I've been doing loads of podcasts and things like that. It's because people are aware that lots of people are suffering, and, you know, people are feeling strained and feeling stressed. So, yeah, so I just wanted to hop on, just to say hi, really, and just to share that with you. So, as ever, I'd love it if you'd share the video. I'd appreciate it. And I will catch up with you all very, very soon. I'm trying to, somebody is just at the moment for me. As a lot of you know, I have a private members group. I've just changed the structure of it so that I can offer a lower cost version of it for people that want extra support but can't afford to. And I've also just asking the lovely lady that does my administration sort of back end stuff, she's my angel in fact, is doing it for me so that I can give people 2 weeks for free if they wanted to try it out. So cool. I'm all good after your training. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Martin. That is fab. That is fab. So yeah, so I'll do it so that there's 2 weeks for people can have 2 weeks of it for free. So no money will come out of anybody's bank account for 2 weeks. And usually it's $24.95, which is like the full membership, but I've also done a lower version of it now for $11.99, so I'm going to share that later. Also, just want to say, like, on a personal level, I've not had anyone say this to me, and quite frankly, in the nicest possible way, I don't really give a shit anyway, but I've noticed people criticising and putting down small businesses. There's a woman that does a clothing company who started to make masks and is now selling them, and people criticising her because she's not doing it for free. Like, small businesses are struggling right now. I mean, it's not so much of a struggle for me because my work's in quite high demand at the moment, but I appreciate I have to try and find a way to help people in difficult times, which is what I'm doing, and do a lot for free as well. But there's businesses out there just trying to make a living, trying to keep themselves afloat, trying to support their families, and people criticising them. And I just think it's really off. Like, if people don't want to buy from them, don't buy from them. But you know, they're not doing any harm. They're providing, you know, things cost money. They provide materials, even online stuff like I do. It's not just my time. You have to pay for the technology behind the scenes. You have to pay to have people help you set things up. Like, things don't come for free, and it'd be great if they did, wouldn't it? But they don't. So I just thought I'd say that, because I see a lot of sort of friends and colleagues who run small businesses and getting criticised for trying to make money. I mean, I don't agree with people selling like hand sanitizer for 20 quid. I think that takes the piss. And I don't agree with just suddenly inflating your prices. It's like me going, because I know people are anxious at the moment, I'm doubling my charges. Like, I don't agree with that at all. But to continue doing what you're doing and maybe changing your offer slightly to help people, I just think, good on you, go for it. My nephew's birthday today. He is 7. I had to get my sister to get a card, but it's bothering me because I can't see him. Lisa, you've got to remember this is temporary. My nephew's birthday is on the 30th or the 31st. Is it 31 days in this month? Can't even know what month we're in. And yeah, it's awful, and we're not going to see him. And he's got his prezi, but do you know what? We will make up for it afterwards. I'm going to have a mega family party when all this settles down. So yeah, so I will share that link later for anybody who does want extra support. And as ever, I will hop on and do these live videos. I won't always have daisies around my head, just when I've maybe just got out of the bath and not even put a brush through my hair. And I'm very hormonal, therefore my skin is like shite. So yes, I am being vain, and that is why I have got a filter on my head. Okay, take care everyone. Lots of love. Bye.